When I think of a Giannis Antetokounmpo build, one of the first things that comes to mind is freakish athleticism paired with paint dominance against any opponent. There's no doubt that Giannis has been one of the best power forwards in the NBA for at least the past 5 years, and overall just a guy that it's hard not to root for. So for my very first big in NBA 2K25, I figured why not make a Giannis build with crazy drive and dunk and some crazy paint dominance on both ends of the floor. So let's go ahead and check out this build review and see if it was actually worth the money. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, turn on the post notifications if you haven't yet. Jesus Christ first always, man. Enjoy. YouTube, Dominic, aka Giveaway Romsky, what it do, y'all? Hey, before we get started into this video, you know it's a build video. Before we get started into it, look, I just want to say I appreciate you guys. I'm almost at 850. Give me the 850 like 856. We're gonna jump right into this Giannis Antetokounmpo right-handedness jersey number 34. But before we do, go ahead and grab your beverage of choice like we do all the time, y'all. It's a little late at night, so I don't got the coffee though, but I got that Spindrift joint, the little sparkling water vibe. Crack that open, sit back, relax, and let's get up into this build review. I'm going to give you guys my first big that I ever made on NBA 2K25. I'm about to get into a whole new world, y'all. The bigs might be where it's at. I'm going to just say that right now. The bigs might be where it's at. But let's go ahead and jump into this. Let me get a little sip real quick. Don't want to waste too much of your time. From the bottom of my butt cheeks, I appreciate you guys tuning into the video. But let's go ahead. Giannis, I almost said Giannis Antetokounmpo, Giannis right 34. Let's go ahead and jump into this build. We're gonna be a power forward. Like I said, my first power forward build that I've ever made on NBA 2K25. I'm not really like a big type of person, but I can't always make guards, man. Sometimes I gotta take one for the team. Go ahead and make a big, and that's exactly what I did. And why not Giannis, man? Giannis is one of the best power forwards in the league. So let's go ahead and make this power forward, height 6'10", weight 237. I was tweaking it a lot. I'm not sure if I landed on the right attribute, but 237, you can adjust that to your liking, but 237 and my wingspan was going to be 7'6". But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. We get the physicals out of the way. I already know off rip, the vertical is going to be a 90. We're going to have a 90 vertical on this build. My thought process here is the vertical helps grabbing rebounds. The strength is going to be an 83 strength. Spoiler alert, we actually get a movable enforcer on silver on this build, so you can play the perimeter. Giannis is very versatile as a power forward. I think he could guard the 3 or the 2, honestly. He doesn't do it a lot, but he could guard the 3 or the 2. He could guard the 4, obviously, because he's a 4. But he could also guard the centers, y'all. That's the crazy thing about Giannis. I really tried to go for some good speed and agility on this build, too. So speed I put at a 76. And then the agility, I tried to max it out at a 70. I went from a Zion Williamson build. He was 6'6", and he had 91 speed. It's night and day. That's one of the things that I do not like about bigs. You're getting outran by smaller dudes all the time. That was one thing that I didn't like about this build. I wish he was a little faster. But to be faster, you got to sacrifice some weight. I didn't want to go too low of a weight. He's already looking a little skinnier, and I wanted to be a little buffer, but whatever. The weight 237. Let's go ahead and move on to the finishing. So the drive and dunk, I put a 93 drive and dunk on this build. I can show you guys all the animations that I'm running on him right here. We do get gold posterizer. I really think, and I've said this in my Zion build video, I think that Hall of Fame is where you want to be at with any of your badge attributes. Obviously, you can't get every badge attribute Hall of Fame, but for me to get everything that I wanted, gold, I was gonna just have to settle on it. If I was at level 40 right now, I could +1 that. I haven't bought the level 40. If you +1 to Hall of Fame posterizer, this might be a good place to put it. I wouldn't say that Giannis was moving as much as I thought, as good as I thought he was gonna move, which we can get into a little more in the ball handle, because this build does have ball handle. It does have speed with ball. I was thinking it could be a little more of a playmaker. I wish it was a little faster, but we'll get into that in the ball handle speed with ball portion. 93 drive and dunk is still good because Giannis, like he does, you can go attack that rim. And I showed you guys all my animations. 93 is going to unlock gold posterizer. I think that's good. I wish it was +1. If you're level 40, I would put that at Hall of Fame, because Hall of Fame is night and day difference. Sometimes you're going to go the meter with gold posterizer. You're going to go try and do the meter. There's going to be some dude down there with Hall of Fame paint patroller or something like that, and he's just gonna make your meter disappear. Not fun, not a good time. But I did try to experiment. You guys were getting on me about my LeBron build not having no good layup. I put an 80 layup so I could get Giannis layup style. You also get silver physical finisher, silver float game, bronze layup mix master. I will say I don't need that layup that high. I do think that was a mistake. I can take that a little lower, maybe get some more attributes on defense, maybe even get a little bit more rebounding, which we can get into later. But it's just something about the layup meter, y'all. I don't like it. Now, I will say I do get more layup animations, but sometimes it takes away from my dunk. But I do notice I'm greening more driving layups. I just don't think it's as fun, y'all. It's just not as fun. And I think there's a higher chance of getting swatted or mistiming the meter. That's just my opinion on the driving layup. Giannis layup is cool as a big. If you want layup on your big, I will put a layup at 80 because Giannis layup style is good, but I just don't think it's needed on this type of build. I don't think it's needed on any build in general. If you're not gonna dunk, then don't dunk. But if you're gonna dunk, then dunk and forget layup altogether. Close shot, we got a 73 close shot. Stand-in dunk, a 70 stand-in, and the post control at 49. So that's the finishing right there. I will say, stand-in dunk, I don't really fool with. I think that's just 2K trying to take your money. You really don't need stand-in dunk on this build if you're gonna be mainly a slasher. You're a slasher at the 4. Like, where do they do that at? That's cool. Let's go ahead and move on to the shooting. So one of the big things that I tried on this build was, previously I would make a high mid-range so I could shoot better at the 3. I didn't do that at all, and I just put the 3-pointer all the way to a 73 only. Now 73 3-point, mid-range at a 63, and my free throw was actually able to get to a 72. I like 72 free throw. I was able to shoot pretty well in that. But we're gonna get into the 3-point and the mid-range. I didn't put mid-range up at all. Trying to save a little bit of VC. I'm making a lot of builds, so I didn't put the mid-range. If it's at a 63, there's really no need to put your mid-range up because you're not gonna be able to hit on a 63. I just hate to break it to you. 73 3-pointer though, with this jump shot right here, money, bro, money. I don't believe that you need a higher mid-range to shoot well at the 3. Put your Ethernet in and buy a jump shot pack. I will say, if you don't buy a jump shot pack, there was a time when I went into the rec. I forgot that I needed to buy a jump shot pack. I didn't buy the jump shot pack. I shot 1 for 9, y'all. 1 for 9 from the 3-pointer. It was just a bad time. This is the shooting badges we get. We do get bronze Deadeye. That's why I put it at the 73. If I didn't put 73, I wouldn't have got bronze Deadeye. I think that helps. You also get bronze set shot specialist, which I think really helps. You have 2 bronze badges. With a jump shot pack, they boosted that crazy, bro. With the jump shot pack, you're gonna be able to shoot. And I know Giannis isn't really a shooter, and maybe you don't want to make your Giannis with a shooting ability so you can get some more things elsewhere. But just to be honest, sometimes you play with randoms. I don't like clogging the paint with the fam. 73 3-pointer is the bare minimum you should go. And it was actually, I was really hitting well on this jumper. Again, I will reiterate, don't go in there without a jump shot pack. You're gonna really regret it. And hey, maybe Giannis gonna pull out with a jumper this year. But let's go ahead and move on to the playmaking. So for the pass accuracy, I got a 75. I really stand by this. 75 is all you need for this silver break starter. You'll see the clips that I'm showing you guys right now. Like, he throws it. Once you get that rebound, you're gonna have good rebounding on this build. 75 pass accuracy. You don't need to waste your VC or your attributes on a higher pass accuracy than 75. Now, we all know that Giannis is a great ball handler. You know, he's known for like going the little bump Euro. He's known for being super fast on the court. I will say I don't think I got to take advantage of this part of the Giannis build as much as I should have. And this is something you should be aware of if you want to make a Giannis with a lot of ball handle. I was really using him mainly to slash. If you want to use him for ball handle, speed with ball, he could actually really play in the 1s or the 2s court, I believe, because you can get some good animations with the ball handle and the speed with ball. The ball handle is going to be all the way at a 70, and you're going to unlock these SIGs right here, which I'll put on the screen now. And then the speed with ball is going to be 60. I just looked up a video, found some 6'10 and up good dribble SIGs. And these are good. I mean, there's a cheesy behind the back I get. It's usually the pro and the normal. They're actually one of the better ones in this game. I haven't got too crazy with the sticks on this Giannis build only because I've only been playing the 5s. Really been setting screens as a big. If you're going to play the 5s, just be ready to be more of a slasher off ball. Because leave the playmaking and leave mainly the dribbling to the guards. But for the 2s and the 1s, which I really haven't played much in this build, I think this could be a good attribute. But tweak this to your liking if you think that you're only going to play in the rec. You really might not need this much ball handle or speed with ball. But that's that for the playmaking. Let's go ahead and move on to the defense. The interior defense is going to be at a 72, and we're going to match that perimeter with a 72 perimeter as well. Both 72. You see we get bronze challenger, silver immovable enforcer, and silver off ball pest, which is really good. And we also, when I put my block up, you'll see we get silver paint patroller here. So let's go ahead and move on to the block. This is one of my favorite parts of this build. I went 92 block. You see it right there, silver paint patroller, Hall of Fame high flying denier. That is super valid. That is what you want. Like I said, if you get gold high flying denier, it is not the same as Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame is really where you want to be at. And I at least got one elite attribute right there, high flying denier. I'm getting crazy blocks. I'm going to go ahead and just roll all the blocks that I got right here on the screen so you guys can see how crazy it was going. When I finally got this, when I grinded this badge to Hall of Fame high flying denier, he was going crazy, y'all. That's all I'm going to say. Pair that with the 72 perimeter. Now, do you need that much perimeter on him? I don't know. I personally love this silver immovable enforcer. And the interior defense, yeah, it could be a little better, but just jump. Just jump. You got 92 block. You're not gonna get them all, but you can really get a lot of block animations on this build. Let's go ahead and move on to the final attribute, which is the rebounding. I decided to put my defensive rebound at an 85. We'll see what that unlocks right here. Gold box out beast. Do I wish we got gold rebound chaser? Yeah, it was just a little too much that I had to give up. If you, like I said, want to play this build in the 5s only, maybe take the ball handle, the speed with ball down. Everything else I feel like is solid. Maybe take the layup down a little more. I will give myself an 8 out of 10 for my first big. I'm excited. I think I want to make like an Anthony Davis type. Now that I'm getting into the realm of bigs, maybe make an Anthony Davis type, maybe make like a Joel Embiid. Let me know what you think about this build. Let me know what next build I should make in the comments below. Let's go ahead and see what shades I got. 8 out of 10, y'all. I really think it's a solid build. Like I said, tweak it to your liking. Evan Mobley, Aaron Gordon, Jalen Johnson. I think Evan Mobley and Aaron Gordon are a lot better than Jalen Johnson. Again, put them on the Grizzlies. I don't know if I said this yet. If you want to be number 34, we're an interior scorer. That archetype could be a lot better. But anyways, man, if you made it to the end of this video, I really appreciate you. Jesus Christ first, always. Thank you for tuning into the video. Share with auntie, grandma, uncle, all that. Love you guys, man, and God bless you. To the next one. Deuce.